This is checkpoint 1.17. Find the total arc length of this graph. R is equal to 3 sine theta. I think this graph R is equal to 3 sine theta is a circle, but let's just verify that real quick. When theta is equal to 0, we're at 0. When theta is equal to let's go pi over 2. When theta is equal to pi over 2, sine of pi over 2 is 1, and this will give you a 3. 1, 2, 3, and at pi it's back to 0 again. So I think this is a circle that's being drawn out like this, which means the circle has a radius 1.5. R is equal to 3/2, and the arc length is really the circumference of the circle. So the circumference is 2 pi r, which is going to be 3 pi. Now that's off to the side, and because this is a circle we know this, but in case it's not a circle we should be able to use the formula as well. So let us remember the formula for the arc length of a polar curve, and the arc length is going to be given by an integral from some starting and ending point for theta, and it's similar to the arc length for parametric equations, except you'll have r squared plus the derivative of r with respect to theta squared, and this is in terms of theta. Okay, we can derive this, you can derive this, but you can also look at the textbook, but this is derived by rewriting your polar coordinate into parametric equations and then using the formula for parametric equations. Okay, let's continue on and use this function over here as the function that we're dealing with. We need dr d theta. So dr d theta is the derivative. The derivative of sine is positive cosine theta d theta. And let's put it into the function or the formula. This is going to be the integral. Oh, by the way, we finished the whole circle from 0 to pi, so let's make a note of that, that theta really just went from 0 to pi, and we didn't have to go all the way to 2 pi. So this is 0 to pi. We have the integral of r, which is 3 sine theta, and we want to square that, plus dr d theta, which we found to be 3 cosine theta. Oops, we don't need a d theta here, but we do need a d theta here. Oh, and we need to square this. So we have 3 squared, that's 9, but we're going to take it out of the square root. That's going to come back to be a 3. The 3 outside of the square root, and then what do we have left after we take out the 3 squared? We have the sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta, which is equal to 1. And this is just 3 theta from 0 to pi, and we just get 3 pi, which is what we expected to get. Okay, now some cases, most cases, that you're not going to have a nice circle, so we're not going to know this piece of information here, but if you just follow along with this, the rest of the formula, you should be okay. Okay, I hope that helps.